The movie Hook is a fantasy tale about what happens when Peter Pan grows up. In the story, of course, Peter Pan is a boy who never wants to be an adult. He is happy to be one of the lost boys in Neverland and fight pirates and fly and just enjoy life with his other lost boy friends. Until one day when he's visiting his good friend Wendy, who is now a grandmother, and he meets her granddaughter and falls in love and decides that he is ready to leave Neverland behind and become an adult. He plans to marry Wendy, to have a job, to take care of her and their family, and deal with all of the other challenges that come with being an adult. The movie Hook provides equipment for living for people who forget how to enjoy life. It can be easy with all the challenges that we face as adults to lose sight of how to enjoy life and of what makes us happy. Having to deal with the challenges such as illness and disease, money and job and paying bills, death of friends and family and people that we care about. It can be very easy to lose sight and get bogged down. And Peter Banning was no exception. Of course, when he was Peter Pan in Neverland, he always enjoyed life. But now, as an adult, he's facing these challenges of having to work and pay the bills and is losing sight of what is important to him and the need to spend time with his family. Some sides that he has forgotten how to enjoy life are obvious from the beginning of the movie. He's on his phone talking to the office about some kind of work issue instead of paying attention to his daughter Maggie's play. His son Jack has a baseball game coming up, and he promises Jack that he'll be there, and of course ends up sending a colleague to record the game instead of showing up as he usually does. And then his wife Moira pleads with him to leave the office and spend time with his family, but he's just so focused on work that he neglects his family and everything that mattered to him. Ultimately, Peter changed in order to save his kids. They were kidnapped by Captain Hook and being held hostage by the other pirates. So he had to be the Pan and remember what made him enjoy life, remember what his happy thought is in order to fly, and remember how to fight the pirates to save his kids. Viewers who are watching the film may see some similarities between Peter Banning's challenges that he faces with his work and balancing out his family life. They may see these changes or see these challenges that he faces, and something might click for them and realize that they also need to make some changes. While they might not find themselves covered in pixie dust and fighting pirates in Neverland, they'll likely face some kind of challenge, giving them a choice of how to handle. People who forget how to enjoy life and want to find their happiness again need to do as Peter did and think of what their happy thought is. Peter's happy thought was his kids and being a father, which ironically was the biggest telltale sign of how he'd forgotten to enjoy life, was the fact that he was neglecting his kids and expecting for them to grow up when they are just being kids. Anyone who is watching the film and wants to find happiness just needs to look in themselves and remember what makes them happy, because life is too short to not enjoy it. Thank you for listening.